Mercedes 250 W210 chassis. Today I tackle the job of removing the gearbox, and as you see is sitting here on my bench, and the plan for today is also to check the clutch. I will have all the spare parts I will need just in case, and if necessary I will check, and also just in case I will consider to change also the dual mass flywheel. Here we have the gearbox, and as you see in my case I was able to remove it using this simple piece of metal. This is a square pipe, is 50 millimeters for 50 millimeters. As you see, I use a piece of threaded bar, is if I'm not wrong M8, okay, or something like that. However, very simple, and I'm using the original attachment for probably the Mercedes original tool to remove. We have, just in case, I let you know, a second attachment here. Okay, and you have a pair of them also on the other side. But as you see, I was able to lock the tool here. There is a cut. It's a little difficult to show, unfortunately, but I make a cut, okay, and I lock on this head, okay, and then on the two side, as you see also over there, I use this system to lock the gearbox. That is not so heavy. I suppose it's around perhaps 40 kilos, no more. And here in my tool, as you see, there is this pin that is nicely sitting on my heavy duty jack floor on this part, okay, so I can easily move it around. And let me show you. I'm going to change rubber disc, okay. This is more than 20 years old. It has more than 400,000 kilometers. I don't see at the moment any sign of bad condition, but I'm going to change it for sure, okay. And naturally I also remove completely the shaft from the car, and you see also here on the other side. And we are sure going to change also, well, here we are also going to change, we remove this plate, and we will change the sealing oil seal that we have behind. We hope there is also another piece of rubber on this shape, and we hope is in good condition, so we don't need to change it. And naturally also we change this, the bearing, okay. We put some lube here, we clean and put some lube like copper grease or something like that. And you need to remove all these bolts, okay. A pair of them, here we have, are this one. These are 17 millimeters, and naturally a pair of them, as you see, are longer, because here you have the starter, okay. Nothing serious. The only detail is very important. You have very tight space working on the upper part of the engine here, so I highly suggest you consider to use something like that, but it has to be longer. Unfortunately I have not at home at the moment. I use this one, but it was a nightmare because you have no space at all to work. So I suggest you spend the money to have a longer tool, probably twice of this one, or a ratchet mechanism on this side. However, apart from the task of removing all the bolts in particular the one on the upper part, they were very difficult simply because there is no space enough to work, as I told you before. It was a quite straightforward job, so nothing is a messy job. I mean, as you see, my garage is a mess. In fact, I need to put everything in a good order and to have a shower before my wife is coming at home. However, you see here, this is the pushing rod, okay, of the clutch. You put it apart, you don't need to disconnect. And as you see here, I put also another jack floor, because my idea originally was to try to arrange for the position of the engine, but honestly you don't need it. It seems to stay quite steadily also on the two mounts, okay. Only two of them, they are enough. Okay, probably you need to support perhaps when you have the gear, but you are already supporting the gear with the first jack, so probably you don't need anything like that. I will put a part just when I will try to put all together. And the next step would be, but I will let you know in another video, to remove this plate to check the state of the clutch disc. Okay, and very important also to check the state of a dual mass flywheel. Bye bye, see you soon.